For those out of the loop, I do not blame you. This kind of came out of nowhere. There was a live stream during the TAIPEI Game Show, which showed off some Jump Force stuff. We got a story mode trailer, which I'll link in the description on PS360's channel. I will also link the Boruto gameplay, but I'm going to go over the important parts from both. In the story trailer, we get a look at what characters look like when they're possessed. I think this is the first time we've actually seen that. We've seen the Venoms, which is the name for the creator characters, zombie-looking things. They've always had red glowing eyes, but I don't even think we've seen Weekly Shonen Jump characters with the red glowing eyes, but there we go, we see it for the first time. We see that same image with Frieza and Aizen working together, and the heroes that are there facing off against them. We get Gaara, Goku, and Yusuke working together, and of course Navigator. Somebody here is holding the book, and I don't think it's Kane, just based on the way that the trailer was cut, but you can go judge for yourself by watching the full trailer, I guess. And we get our first in-game footage of Deku in the story mode. He's actually in this same scene, but the other characters that were here with Asta the first time around aren't here now. So possibly this is our first look at the events of the story changing based on certain actions, but I doubt that. I doubt there will be an interactive story. This is probably just a different part of the scene. I do find it interesting they keep showing us very little of this scene. It's possible that there's characters involved in this scene that have not been announced yet. Here's some in-game footage of Galena. We don't really know what she's doing in the story still, but regardless, there she is. And we get a close-up of Kane where it looks like he's possibly going into an awakening or doing an ultimate or something like that. I really do hope Kane has an awakening. It'd be really cool to see what they can come up with for him. And then finally, we can get into the Boruto gameplay, which is both exciting and a bit disappointing. So first we get a look at his triplet move, which is a projectile. It's kind of like a shuriken. And originally I said that this move would be a very, very powerful projectile because the image we saw on Weekly Shonen Jump looked like the shurikens were more separated. But as we look at these screenshots, we see that they actually come together before the final hit. It's just not as powerful as I initially thought it was. I'm sure it will still be a fine projectile. And Vanishing Rasengan doing work. I've already got some interesting setup ideas for that, actually. If your opponent gives you time to throw that out on the screen, you might be able to do some pretty cool stuff. We then get a look at what I believe has been called Boruto Stream in the past, but I believe it's actually called Boruto Burst. I don't remember, but it looks cool in-game nonetheless. And then we get a look at Boruto's ultimate, and we also see that he is an awakening during this, but it's not that awakening. I forget the name of it. I'm sure I've put it in the title somewhere, just to kind of explain that it's actually not here in the game. So many people thought that this would be his awakening, and it's just not. It doesn't look like he's got a proper awakening, because as he goes into his ultimate here, you see that he is glowing just like a regular awakening, but it's not the one from the manga. With that in mind, I'm actually going to play the clip of the ultimate, so you guys get to look at it. It's a pretty cool looking ultimate if you ask me, especially for Boruto, whose moveset theoretically should be quite limited. I have to say, in general, I'm pretty happy with Boruto. Some people on Twitter are calling him a Naruto clone. I can certainly see the comparison, of course. He's got shadow clones, he's got Rasengans, he's got all that good stuff. But I'm okay with him being a clone because he's in a very specific situation, and they tried to differentiate him, right? He's got a cool projectile that looks much faster than Naruto's. Mechanically, they're not the same, but they certainly are thematically. Just a quick update on the beta before I leave. Bandai Namco said there's only one more issue they need to fix before they make the beta live, and they should be able to do that very, very soon, and they'll update us on the beta times shortly. I'm not sure what shortly means. It could be next week, it could be this weekend. Regardless, I will let you know as soon as we have additional beta information. It does look like we're going to have the same playable characters, though it doesn't look like they're going to update that, but I'll talk about that more in the future. If you didn't check out my video earlier today, I talked about how Medaka has a pretty solid chance to get in the game now, so if you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend go checking that out. If you enjoyed the video at all, or if you found it informative, remember to leave a like on the video. Go check out the full trailers in the description. My name is Bilbsy, and I'll see you in the next video.